Hello Red Devils, I'm Legend here and I'm back again with another video. So, Manchester United have got a home game against Fulham in the Premier League, and I think this should be a good match for us because Fulham, sometimes they play really well, but the results haven't been going their way. So obviously they brought in Claudio Ranieri, and it will be an interesting match in my opinion. And because Man United were not that strong against bottom teams this season, we've dropped too many points against lower level teams. I think it'll be an interesting match. But if Mourinho does pick the team that I'm going to predict, then I think Man United should be able to produce a good performance and get a good result. So let's get straight into it. So David De Gea in goal. Okay, he made a mistake against Arsenal's first goal, and that led to Arsenal's first goal. But one mistake doesn't obviously negate the absolutely brilliant saves that he made in the second half against Aubameyang and Lacazette, I think it was. So he kind of redeemed himself, but in fairness to David De Gea, this season hasn't been good that for Man United, and it's not shocking me that David De Gea's form hasn't been he's been on and off. But in my opinion, David De Gea is still the best goalkeeper in the world. Now I think left back, Darmian played okay against Arsenal. He was actually defensively he was very good. But if Luke Shaw is available, which I think he will be, I'll bring in Luke Shaw straight away. And some people are saying we should stick to the three at the back formation. I think that's true, but against the big teams, but against the lesser teams, for example, Fulham or Old Trafford, we shouldn't play three at the back. We shouldn't have an extra defender. There's no need. We need an attacker, so we should play four at the back. So that's why I'm bringing in Lindelof, and I think Eric Bailly was fantastic on his return against Arsenal, and I think Bailly and Lindelof could form a good partnership. The only reason I'm not doing Bailly and Rojo is because they're both two similar defenders, and they're both very reckless in the challenges. That's why I want Lindelof, he's calm and composed, alongside Eric Bailly, which Mourinho did buy the two defensive as a duo, and they've hardly played together, so I want to see them play together against Fulham. Right back, I would start Diego Dalot if he's fit and ready, because although he wasn't that great in terms of it's his first match of a Premier League against Arsenal, so it was a difficult match for him. But I think he's shown good potential, and I think Dalot just give him a run of games, just like Luke Shaw did at this season, and Dalot looking like a good right back. Now CDM, I think Matic was very good against Arsenal, but I think we need to rotate. So I think Ander Herrera, he was fantastic against Arsenal. I would bring him in the centre defensive mid position. Alongside, I'd bring in Fred because against the lower level teams, you need dynamic midfield. So I want to see Fred and I want to see Pogba as well brought back in to see because it's against Fulham and I want to see if Pogba performs. If he doesn't perform against Fulham, then he should get dropped in my opinion, because Pogba, he's been on and off this season. He's not been that great. So this is a chance to redeem himself. Now the front three that played against Arsenal was absolutely fantastic, and I want to see the exact same front three. So that's Martial on the left wing, Lingard on the right wing. Well, technically, striker's position, but Marcus Rashford up front. This front three was absolutely fantastic. They were dynamic, they were pressing, they had high intensity. That's what we wanted to see from Manchester United, and that's what the front three produced. And I think this team looks pretty solid in terms of defending by Lindelof. We've got Shaw, Dalot, which can be the fullbacks for Manchester United for a long time. And we've got Ander Herrera, who's a great CDM, alongside Fred and Pogba. And I think Martial is in fantastic form. He's scoring a lot of goals for us. He's our top scorer this season. And although Man United don't attack that many, Martial has a fantastic goal scoring rate at this season. I think it's better than Aubameyang, Aguero, Salah. I'm not sure, but his goal scoring rate this season has been fantastic. So Martial, is looking like a bright season for him. Lingard, he was very good against Arsenal. He's got the goal, and his pressing intensity was good. Sometimes his final ball wasn't that great, but Lingard, we have to bring him in. And Marcus Rashford, till the 90th minute, he was running, pressing. He had 100% energy, and Rashford, in my opinion, he is a striker. I've said this many times before. When you play him out on the wings, he's not a good winger because he's not that skillful, so he can't take on players as we think. He's not got the flair of Anthony Martial, but as a striker, Rashford can be fantastic for us. And in my opinion, Lukaku shouldn't start. In the next couple of games, we should start with Marcus Rashford. He's looked like a better striker than Lukaku, and I would be disappointed to see Lukaku start against Fulham, because when he came on against Arsenal, he was absolutely awful. So I want to see Marcus Rashford start, and this team looks very good, very dynamic. And I think we could produce a very good result against Fulham. And Fulham, they're not in great form, obviously, but they brought in Claudio Ranieri, and he got the result in the first match. But Man United, we should be able to beat them at Old Trafford with the crowd behind us. With this team, in particular, it should be a good result. So anyways, it's been MUFC Legend. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys.